Are you in the process of entering the university for your first degree or going back for your master's degree? Are you finding it difficult to narrow down on the major that you would like to study in the university for your first degree or your master's degree? Well, search no more. In this episode, I'm going to show you the guideline to get the perfect blueprint to choose the right major that's going to be suitable for you going forward to become that consuming professional when you finish your university certification. Okay, sounds good? Give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
You know the way I do it when I drop lyrical. Anytime I spit lyrical, philosophical. All the niggas mimical, but this fair still won't take it literal. Punchlines collateral. Maximum damage.
Hello YouTube, hello Chronicles, how is it going? Now, in the introduction, I said I was going to show you a technique in which you were going to use to narrow down on the perfect measure that suits you and suits what you're looking for going forward. So that when you finish your university certification, you're going to be market ready and market worthy, move into the labor market and start to effect change immediately. Now guys, I want you to watch this video to the end. Stick with me to the end. I'm going to guide you step by step on how you're going to be able to isolate that major that is customized to your needs going forward. I'm talking about to what you want to become, what profession or what particular career path you want to take going forward, future-wise, okay? Now, the first step that you would want to do is to get a pen and a paper. On this paper, I want you to write 3 professions or 3 things that you are passionate about. I'm not talking about a hobby. I'm not talking about, oh, I like flowers. Oh, I like to sketch. Oh, no, I'm talking about hobbies, okay? And I'm not talking about things that you would like to explore in the future. I'm talking about things that you are passionate about and are doing right now. Now, I don't care whether you are yet to get into the university for your first degree or you are done with your first degree and are contemplating what to study in your master's. Now, this is for anybody and everybody that is looking to get into the university, whether for the first degree or for the master's degree. Get a sheet of paper, get a pen, write 3 things that you're passionate about that you are doing right now. Okay? Now, I want you to start to eliminate the ones that you haven't started yet. Now, I want you to eliminate the ones that you haven't done any research on. So I'm talking about, say you are passionate about flowers. So you like to collect flowers and you just go to the market or go to a florist shop and you get flowers, you get hibiscus, you get roses, pink roses, baby pink roses, red roses, you collect. Now, have you done any research into the best way to go about collecting flowers, how people in Australia do it, how people in South Africa do it, how people in America do it? If you haven't done any research about this, eliminates being a professional florist, okay? Get that out of the list. At this point, you'll be left with just one thing that you're passionate about that you've done research on. Okay. As human beings, it's very hard sometimes to multitask. So you're passionate about this and passionate about it. You find out there's always one thing that you gravitate towards. So there's usually one thing that you like to do research on. I know people differ, different strokes for different folks, but most times this is what happens. With that one thing that you're left with, you found the thing that you're most passionate about. Now what this means is if you get $1 million today, I'm talking about if you get $1 million, so if you get $20 million today and you don't need to work one day in your life, this usually is what you're going to fall back to doing because it's what you're passionate about. Now, this is not what you should go to the university to study. Okay, this is not, I'm not saying that because you isolated that one thing that you're passionate about, then that's the major that you go to the university to study. That's what most people do, but that is not what you should do. Okay, now what you should do is find a major that encompasses this one thing. So this passion This one passion is just one department, just one structure, one pillar in this major. For example, you are a human resource person. Okay, you like to talk with people, you like to meet people, you like to help people find their calling and give them jobs in different companies. That's HR. Okay, now you've done research on HR. Going to the university to study to become a human resource personnel is what most people would do, but I want you to do something counterintuitive. Okay, get a major that oversees, that is going to give you more layers in this particular one profession. And what is the best thing to do? Getting an MBA. It teaches you about other departments that make a company. So in getting an MBA, you're going to learn more about human resources, you're going to learn about accounting, you're going to learn about leadership. It's going to learn you about, you're going to get many layers and pillars that is going to support your ambition to become a top human resource professional. Did you get it? So you want to be a farmer in the future. Now, I'm not just using that profession, farming, loosely. Okay, so say you want to own a huge acreage of land and maybe farm corn, potatoes, or mixed farming or mono farming, whatever you want to do. Now, instead of just going to the university to study soil management or soil engineering or hydro engineering, why don't you think about a broader major that farming or agriculture or soil management or hydro engineering is just one or two pillars in this broader major? That way you broaden your horizon. Now maybe this is going to people who are looking to go to the university to study for their first degree. You could think broadly, then for your master's you could now narrow it down to either soil engineering or hydro engineering or something that is going to help you get at first a broader scope of what you want to go study, and then you start to specialize. And if you want to even go for your PhD after that, you could even go more specific into that particular major. It's that easy. Let me go back to the concept of passion and hobbies, okay? Now, when you go to the university to study something that you're passionate about or you like in this context means hobby. Passionate is something that you really, really like to do literally every time. While a major in this field is going to be easy and it's just going to be almost like a breeze, it's not always the case, but in most instances it is. I would rather you get a knowledge of things that you don't know and might be more challenging, so that when you add them to what you already know, it's going to make you a better person in that profession, in that business, or in that field of endeavor. Okay? So let's recap what we've said or what we've gone through in this episode. I first started with telling you write 3 majors that are, or write 3 things that you're passionate about, 3 things that you like to do. Okay, now whether it's a hobby, whether it's a passion, write them down. Then start to isolate the ones that you started. So if you've not started it, you take it off the list. If you started it, are you passionate about it? Is this something you see yourself doing long term? Is this something you see yourself collaborating with other people? Because if you can collaborate with other people, then obviously you can build a business around it. You can actually build an institution around it. You can have different departments where people specialize in different things around what you like to do. Okay, now the next step was to ask yourself, is this thing a standalone? I know I'm passionate about it, but is there a way that I could make this one thing, get a major that encompasses this one thing? So I'm just going to learn everything that has to do with this one thing. So if it's maybe origami, you like origami, so you like to use papers to make shapes. How commercially viable is it? Is there a better way of learning about better papers to use to do origami? Is there a supply chain around origami? How can I sell my construct when I've made them? Okay, it's all fine and good to be creative, but how can I sell it? Now, is there a possibility of merging origami with a marketing course? Is there a possibility of merging origami with a graphic course? Is there a possibility of merging origami with an engineering course that is kind of tailor-made and customized for people who want to go into origami? So, guys, if you follow this step, you're not going to come at the end of the road and like every other person who went through the university, or like some people who went to the university. You're not going to come out and say, oh, I went to the university to study a major I did not like, or it was difficult and I did not want to do it. It's going to be a breeze because you kind of are outcome based in your approach. And so you're planning how you're going to get in, but you take time out to think about it and to structure how you're going to go to the university and the major you're going to get into. So like I always say, I hope this video has been helpful to someone out there. And if it has been helpful, I want you to go down there and smash the subscribe button. Show your boy your support. I want you all to support what we're trying to do. We try our best to come out with top premium quality content so that you can get guided in whatever you might be going through at this point in time. Go a step further. Turn on your notification bell so when we drop new content, you're notified and you can catch our content as they drop. Now, if this video has been helpful, why don't you click on the like button? Show the YouTube algorithm that the videos we're making are helpful to you or someone out there in some way, shape, or form. If you click the like button and YouTube knows that this video is helpful to you, what they're going to do is they're going to take this video and show them to people around the world just like you. Why don't you help a brother out or a sister out or someone that you know who is confused on how to pick the right major for that person by sharing this video to them on other social media networks out there. You might be saving someone from the hassle of figuring out the right major for that person. Like I always say, happiness is your property. You deserve to be happy. So I want you to leave any toxic situation you might be in now and move towards making yourself happy. I want you all to have an awesome week ahead. I'll see you on the next one. It's still your boy, Fuse on the Fuse Chronicles. Bye-bye for now.